G'day, punters. Welcome to the Queensland show. Curls, we've got a bit of a La Nina in the works, so you feel the meet's bit in jeopardy.
Yeah, it certainly is. Look, I actually haven't priced the Gold Coast meeting yet. What day is it? Friday. We're recording this at like 1 o'clock Friday afternoon. I know a couple of people down there that are going to walk the track this afternoon, so we'll have an idea. So I was thinking of probably pricing it after I get a bit of a track report. Thankfully, puntingform.com.au provide us with the filters, and we're able to filter form by slow tracks, heavy tracks, fast, good tracks, and all tracks. So there'll be a bit of filtering going on, I'd imagine, but I just don't really know what we end up with there. Basically how many runners. I'm not going to go and price a full field now, 50 scratching Saturday morning and completely do me leading. So I'd rather just wait and see. We've seen historically that Gold Coast track when it has been wet during the week, and then they get that sort of bit of sun or bit of humidity, bit of more humid weather. The track becomes like gluey, like sticky, heavy, wet, which is a completely different beast altogether. So we've seen a little bit of that on that track this year. So we'll be able to go back on punting form and go back and find the better performances on that day. Okay. That the track was like that, but it really depends on the weather. Like if it's still overcast and miserable, drizzly, it'll be bog wet. If it's a bit of sun, it has the potential to be like sticky wet. So we'll just wait and see. I won't be upset personally if it doesn't go ahead. They'll be racing at Toowoomba regardless. But obviously, with the quality of races, it would have been good to see those. I think just the quality of some of those races deserve to be put back to a Wednesday meeting on a decent surface. There's too much prize money up for grabs there to be, to have four wet trackers slogging it out, getting home in 44 seconds their last 600. Yeah,
I agree. I mean, that feature race, the Tats Recognition, it's got a few good wet trackers in it, Nicanova, that sort of thing. Horovian's not bad on it, but yeah, it's just a shame. Tambo's mate's going to Rose Hill because it was too worried about the meeting being abandoned. So I agree. I'm hoping it gets abandoned. We get to see it again.
Well, I think Nicanova, I think it's sort of, like you say, it does handle that track, and it's, he's a good horse. I think he maps a bit better. He has the potential to map a bit better this week too. Where he hasn't had the best of maps, when he has drawn a gate, he's run and got in the right spot. He has run well. Ballistic Boy's the other one, obviously, isn't it? I think he's a fresh horse, Ballistic Boy. He has one on a soft track. Like I say, this is a little different. You've got to dig a bit deeper to find the horses that handle this Gold Coast wet track, rather than a Doomben wet or is Eagle Farm ever wet? I don't know.
Well, I suppose there's our edge. So we'll be looking into that one for the punters, but we may not even get the chance. Hey,
we may not. And I haven't done Ipswich either. Obviously, I'm in Toowoomba. It just hasn't stopped raining for 2 days around this way. So we'll just see what plays out there. But have been digging into the Toowoomba form, mate, because they will race here. The track does drain pretty well. It sort of rained all day yesterday, all last night. Just looking out the window now, there is a peak of blue sky. So, it'll definitely be in the soft range, just a matter of how much rain we get between now and Saturday. And it's not drying weather, though, put it that way. It's going to be soft 7, heavy 8.
Yeah, big time. We've got a lot of cloud cover. Hey, it's pretty weird weather. What race are you hoping to look at for Toowoomba?
Well, I thought we'd dig into race 4. I try to look for a classy race. This is a benchmark 58 mile. Look, the reason why I like this race is because there's a lot of speed umps and a lot of potholes. So this race really sets up as a betting race for me because of that. There's a lot of slow horses that are going to get in the way. So I want to be on horses that are going to be strong at the mile on the wet and put themselves, up on speed. So if we just have a quick look at a speed map here, I've got sort of Reset Sun, Louis LaJoy, Heratify being positive. Our Spider will be positive from gate 10. Zach Lloyd goes on here. I'm not necessarily suggesting it's a jockey switch, but, I'm thinking they'll go forward. And I think they're the horses that are going to settle, in first 4 or 5 in run. Reddy's Girl's got the ability to push forward from the gate, but there's no jockeying gauge there as yet. So, look, I've priced this race with all horses sort of running, but obviously there's a big chance of, some scratchings and whatever else, particularly those ones without jockeys. Sort of deep list of emergencies there too. Numbers 14 and 19 emergencies. So I'm only going on the prices that we've got now. I've actually marked Louis LaJoy as a bet here. I've sort of got it equal with our Spider. They're the two I'm confident will sort of, will race forward. Now, Louis LaJoy does have a career best this track and trip on a soft 7. It's going to get the exact same conditions Saturday, sorry. Look, I know if you have a look at the weight scale there, there's a bit of a spread from, Reddy's Girl, if it does come. Obviously, I'm not sure if it is, but even Louis LaJoy will be top weight at 56, and it's going to have to lump probably, what's that, like 5.5 kilos more than Lady Lou, who I'm not sure whether it comes with the wide gate. Angela Jones is engaged, and then you've got sort of Lara Peed with 53.5. Like Louis LaJoy is a much better horse than he anyway. So, and like I say, there's a big field, and that sort of leans to a few traffic issues. So I want to be on horses that handle the conditions and up on speed. It'll be hard enough to make ground. I would imagine, on a wet Toowoomba track, the horses just aren't good enough. So look, I think Louis LaJoy sort of picks itself at the prices. Like I said, there's what they are now and what they start, after the scratchings and all that. I'm not sure, but I'm confident that this horse is over the odds now. So if you're betting now, even if you're taking in that $6 range, it's still going to be short. You're still going to be on a good price, I think, come race day, after scratchings. There's not a hell of a lot really to go through in that race. Like I said, I think the speed's obvious. The settling positions look reasonably obvious as well. Our Spider was a horse that we had something on last start. Like, it somehow got beat, by a horse that come off Central Queensland form. Like, the horse that beat us had been running at like Surat, Emerald, and Barcode, and so there's a question mark around our Spider off the back of that.
Yeah.
And this horse here, this Louis LaJoy, I think he's just, he had that 70-yard days off before that run at Warwick. We had a peanut on him that day at the big price. He ran well, got beat 2.7, obviously looking for further.
Mm-hmm.
Then he ran behind Drop the Pilot, who I think would start, a short price favourite in this field. I think it's just a better horse than them. And then, just beaten the 1.5 last time, on speed, I think with a more genuine tempo as he's go. And I think he'll get that. Like I said, his career best is a soft 7 to Toowoomba 1600. So they're all ticks. And I just think he's over the odds. I think it's a positive jock switched with Les Tilley going on. So I don't know, it rises in weight from its last start, but it ticks plenty of boxes in a field of walkers, I think.
Yeah, rises weight, but I mean, it's not as if there's any horses really on the low weights here. So yeah, I rate it. So that's Toowoomba race 4, number 4, Louis LaJoy, and you're getting $9 at the moment with Sportsbet, I think. So even if there's a few that come out, like you say, there might be a few deductions, you're pretty confident it'll be a good price either way.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're going to be, if you're betting now, you're going to be on at the overs regardless of the deductions, that's for sure.
Okay, great. Anything else you wanted to look at?
Look, like I said, it's just all weather permitted. I think that race 2 on the Toowoomba card, look, I'm pretty sure Toowoomba's going to go ahead, or certain it will. That's why I'm putting a fair bit of work in it. But, there's a decent benchmark sprint race in race 2. A few horses that, the guys that have got my stuff over the journey would be familiar with Voulet, Spinning Spirit, Moto Miss, all horses that we've had success with, even the rest of the world, which, disclaimer, I have a small share in. So yeah, like it's a good race. It's a little bit difficult to sort of map. I thought that mile race is just a lot easier, sort of obvious one, but there's a few more chances here. So it's not a bad little race 2. I've actually got my daughter's dance concert on Saturday night, so I'm not going to be able to do race by race, but I will be sitting in the back row watching them on my phone, I'd suggest. But I just can't really take the laptop in there, I don't think. But we'll know, like I say, we'll know a lot more on race day. And I think most of it, if during the day, if they're racing, our action will be race by race during the day, particularly Gold Coast. But I think we'll be able to take a few positions on Toowoomba. So yeah, that'll be our Saturday, mate. It's pretty lean. And tonight, obviously, we've got the sunny coast where the meeting has been transferred to the synthetic poly track for the first time. That's a complete raffle. I don't know. I'm not sure whether we'll have this posted in time. I thought I'll throw one out though, but it's a complete guesses game, I think, with what horses handle the track and what horses don't. But I did think that race 2, I want to see what price it is. I should have checked before I go talking about it because it's probably $1.50 now with all the scratchings. I thought race 1, number 11, Mystic Aroma, would be winning if it handles the track and everything's equal. I would have been on it on the turf in that field after scratchings, but like I say, I'm just not sure at all what to do with this synthetic track. So we'll probably just have to watch and see as the night rolls on. But I thought race 1, like I said, race 1, number 11, Mystic Aroma, should be breaking its Maiden.
Okay, great. I think you're getting about $2.50 for that one at the moment.
Yeah, I just have a look at the horses it's chased home, like Rage and even Miss Hipstar.
Yep.
Vienna, better than sort of maiden class, aren't they? So I thought it would be a breakthrough here.
Yeah, and it did that on some softer tracks as well. I mean, we're on the poly, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But who knows on the poly?
All right.
Anyway, that's me, mate. That's me for this weekend. It's pretty light on for entertainment. There's not much going on at this point, but we'll see what the day brings tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it. And look, you're usually betting about like 5 meetings a weekend, hey, or more. So you've got a bit of a lighter load this week. So
yeah, last week I think we bet at 4 tracks, and only the Gold Coast. I lost at the Gold Coast. I think we lost 0.9 of a unit for the day. Just so shit. A couple of our good, anyway, lots of frustrating seconds. But at least it wasn't a strip.
Yeah. But less room for error this week. We'll probably be at Toowoomba. We'll see how we go with the rain. I think that's everything. Bye for now.
All right, mate. Cool. Cheers, mate. Thank you.